All right, so tomorrow I've got a shoot. It's a music video, and I don't like music videos. If you know me, I hate music videos actually. But they have like a story element to it, so they have like a little short story type uh, script that I'm gonna be running sound for. So I need to prep some of my stuff, and I thought I'd videotape it while I do it. All right, first off, I kind of want to talk about this wall right here. This is the new battery charging station. It used to be my cart, but then I really dislike the fact that it's kind of semi-permanent. So I got a bunch of floating shelves and I put this up. And ever since I did that, I've been kind of addicted to floating shelves and I kind of want to put it everywhere. But I'll explain to you real quick some stuff. So I have two power strips here right now. I have three NPF batteries charging, and that's going down to this power strip here. That's just double sided taped basically to this shelf here, and that power strip is just going down to like down there, right there. Yep. So this car can still be moved around. I've just been leaving it here, storing like cables and stuff like that, just because I have nowhere else to put it, and I use it quite a bit, so it's not that permanent. And first shelf here we have V mount batteries here, which I need to start charging just in case. They're basically full already because I charged it a while ago, but I should just charge it. I use one of it for my recorder, and then the other one they want to borrow it for uh, stuff on set. And then I have 9-volt charger here. I need to start charging these. Oh, that's a lot. And this charger is wonderful. It I don't need to like worry about charging so many things, like going back and forth and stuff. And the middle shelf here is kind of a I designed this so it can be kind of spots where I could like place the items that needs to be plugged into like a cable to charge like my transmitters or receivers. But I've just so far I've just been placing like the stuff I need to use to charge, like the NPF chargers or my LP6 for my Canon camera chargers. And this little cubby here is just for cable ties. They're not Velcro ties; they're just regular like wire ties. And up here, I have two sections. So you notice this one says needs charging. This one says charged. I chose to put needs charging over here on this side just because I'm probably putting stuff here more, and then the charge stuff will just be sitting more stationary. So I already have these NPF batteries charged. I have these AA's charged, and these 9 volts are charged. I won't ever be using this on set. Actually, I don't have any units that use 9 volts. I bought these for another different set. And over here, needs charge is my Canon batteries, which they probably won't use my camera, obviously. And then I have my USB, whatever you call it, portable chargers. And then the DJI Ronin Mini or Ronin M. And that's basically it. Over here is like my office supplies. I have this tripod head here just because I keep moving it around and stuff. So this sound cart I need to clear up because I'm gonna be using it on set. It's such a mess right now. I need to like store stuff everywhere. But let's get into my sound case. All right, so here is my audio case. So this is just a Pelican case that I have a bunch of stuff in. So this is how I've had it for a while. All my lav mics are here except for this. These are just the windscreens, and then these are the mic clips. Then over here I have bongo tires. I have Ursa foamies. I have like some of the little fuzzies too. Then here are the Ryko stickies. Then I have Ursa tape here. Then right here, actually, I made a spot for my Zoom F1. And right here I have my Zoom H1N. And here are my lavs. So I've been using the Sennheiser AVX systems for several years now, just because that's what they bought, or that's what I was able to get, and they work fine. Obviously, as a professional sound mixer, you don't want to use an automated gain system, and this is like 16 milliseconds off. So you know, if you can get better stuff, I would recommend it. But this is really good, and regardless, if it works for you, then it works. That's how things go. Down here, I have my Rode NT5. It just lives right here with the little foam cover for it. And then I have my shock mount for it. And that just lives right there too. So here are my AAA batteries. These are the only batteries I have that are AAA rechargeables. I have two in here and here, so I actually have more. And here I'm just like gonna be bringing a charger just in case. And this spot here used to hold the case for my AA batteries, but I've since got these and I haven't really made a spot for it. These can kind of fit, but they kind of sink in there. So I put two, it kind of sticks out too much. So I'm gonna try to repurpose this area. I'm gonna have to. And I also, since maybe a few months ago, I bought the Sennheiser G3s. So I need to find a spot for that. So I might take the Ursa Mini out, or Ursa tape out, and maybe mount it here. The antenna is always the issue. I think that's why people always put the SMA antennas on, and not leave the stock ones in. But there's that. And this lav, the lav that came with the Zoom F1, I don't keep it in here because I always bring the F1 and the lav with me in my camera bag, so I could just use it right away if I need to. And so I was going to make extra space for it by taking out another section here, but I'm like, I don't really need to because this lives in my bag, so that probably won't be put in here. I won't use it for set anyways. I'll most likely use the Deity WLAV mics or the ME2s, maybe even the B6s, but that's more for hiding. So that's about it. I might need to figure out how to put my 9 volts in. I don't know if I can bring it, but that's the case. So the majority, if not all of it, is actually just me charging batteries and waiting for it. I do have to set up my bag, which won't take much time. I have to wait for my AA's to charge first before I can set up my bag. And then I'll record that for sure for you guys to watch. So I'm going to cut here, and I'll see you guys in a little bit, I guess. I just got to wait for my battery to charge before I can put everything together. So on these, I'm pretty sure sound engineers, they do it this way. But when they're charged, I'm leaving the positive side up. And when they are not charged, positive side down. So the negative side points up. As for the 9 volts, it's basically everyone in the sound industry does this. When it's charged, they actually have the connectors pointing down. And then when it's not charged or dead, they have it pointing up because you don't want the 9 volts to create any conductive ability. So that's how that goes. And these batteries, these are Tenergies. These are brand new. They are very, very light, so they're gonna seem like they're not charged at all. I actually haven't tested to see if it is charged. When I charged it, it said it was, but I don't really have much use for it. And the stuff I have at home, I barely use 9 volts, aside from my smoke detector. But most of these are pretty much charged. The Sennheiser AVX systems, they tend to charge a lot longer. And I need to charge my batteries or my USB battery ports here. So I'm gonna let that go all night probably. Or not all night, but for a few hours maybe. But 2 of my receivers have been charged, and one of my transmitter has been charged. And right now they're doing rehearsals, dress rehearsals, and I kind of want to go there, and I kind of want to see the blocking of everything, so I know what's happening. So if I get there, I'm gonna get there late, but it's okay. It's only rehearsals. So I'm gonna let these charge. I'm probably go there for maybe like 30 minutes and come back because I need to set up. So I'm gonna head to a location site. I'm back. So rehearsals took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. They didn't rehearse till like an hour and a half before I got there, so, or an hour. So it's like almost 10 now. But that's fine. I don't get tired till like 1 a.m. anymore anyway, so it's kind of worthless. But I'm gonna assemble my bag here, and I'm just gonna try to talk as much as I can while assembling it, and kind of go through what I use and why I use it. So I use a Zoom F8N, and this is a really good mixer. I love it. So first I'm going to be putting in the AA batteries. Now I don't use the AA batteries to power the unit on while recording. I use it only as a backup. So what I use is the V-mount battery here. The V-mounts. And obviously this doesn't use V-mount. So I use a D-tap off it. But these batteries will live inside here, and this usually just powers it on all day. And the extra AA batteries will be used for my Sennheiser G3s. So here we go. For some reason, my screw here, I can't open this door unless my screw is fully out now, and it kind of sucks. Whatever. Now I do have tentacle sinks that I utilize this with, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to use it because we're using the Sony A7 III to record, and if I run tentacle sync through that, first off, it adds weight to the camera, so if they use like a gimbal or something, it kind of off balances it a little bit for them. And second off, it runs to the audio, so you have to convert it into actual timecode data so the computer will know, and that's just kind of a waste of time on their behalf. So I won't be running timecode. So before I put this in, let's put in SD cards. I run two 64 gig SDs in here. That is ultimate overkill, but that's what I like. And there's no more cards in here because I'm using it all. I've like went from having too many SD cards to I'm running out. And I think next we'll put it in. So in my bag here, let me check my camera here. Yeah, in my bag here I have, it's always dark. That's why I hate it. My ADD, I'm overexposing a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more. But in my bag I have this little lever here that lifts my recorder up a little bit higher so it doesn't sink all the way but like super low. And it's placed just right where it doesn't cover my timecode out, which is what I would normally use on other cameras or other sets. On the left here, so I just keep this cable in here just because I have a D-tap to Hirose. I call it Hirose, I'm sorry. But I'm sure everyone calls it Hirose, whatever. So I'm just going to send that. First off, I need to unzip everything. Unzip. Alright. I didn't actually unzip that, but whatever. Scaff tape here. Alright, so I send this cable to the side here and I connect it to the side power here. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I always never know which way I'm in. There we go. In the D-tap side, got my battery, plug it in, and we're good to go. So the only awkward thing about this setup is the cable kind of is pointed a different direction from what I would like it to point at. So whatever. And power it on. We have power. Obviously, because we have two sources of power, and it prioritizes like DC power and battery power first, or battery power prioritizes external power. So what I'm going to do right away is I'm going to format my SD cards because I know there's stuff in it that I don't need. And I like the Zoom F8N because the two SD cards, and I can record redundantly. So we'll turn that off for now because we don't need to have it on. Alright, I need to grab my XLR cables real quick. Alright, so I have a bunch of stuff here. So let's start off. I'll explain this. This is a low profile XLR coil cable, which I accidentally bought, thinking it was the super long one, thinking it was this one. I thought it was this cable because I want to use this for my boom pole. This is the low profile long one. So I got this and I was like, oh no. But you know, I can always utilize it for something, which I always do. And then I have these three XLRs, which are not low profile, which kind of sucks. But I've had these for a long time. I made these like maybe 5-6 years ago, and I think it's more like 5 years ago. I've been using it ever since. I won't need all of these cables. I'll probably just use the red and blue here, just because they correspond to my transmitter colors. But what I do first is I connect my XLR connection. Obviously, I connect my boom pole. So this low profile coiled cable is for my boom pole. So I connect it right to my boom pole, and I can disconnect it whenever I want. And then we'll go red as channel 2. Then we'll go blue as channel 3. And now we actually have a 4th channel. And that's for the Sennheiser. That's for the G3. So this will be sent over here. I'll let that hang out right there. So the way I set up my receivers is, if you ever use the Sennheiser AVX systems, this is the receivers, and they are pretty small, very, very low profile, which I love. But it's very awkward. Like if you just have it connected here and hanging in here, it's kind of awkward. Like I have to dig through there to like check the power level, whatever. And then if I need to charge it, which I have to, you have to like connect it to power while running this all the time. It's just cables just kind of running all over the place and stuff like that. So what I do is I hook them on these, which comes with the units. And then, so first off, I need to send this coiled cable under one of my zippers here. I'm sorry you can't see this, but I'm trying to make this kind of efficient in time because I need to do it pretty quick. But I'll show it. I'll try to show it to this camera. So my quill cable goes under this zipper here, and that kind of leaves it stationary. And every time when you zip this up, it doesn't affect that actually. So it's a good design. It's a good design. I'm like those who make camera bags. They really know what they're doing. Alright, so what I do here is I just I hook these on right here through the clips. Let's do the other one. Do the clips again on this side. Oh, it comes off somewhat easy, so you have to make sure it's really on there. Ah, come on. This isn't the most efficient way of connecting these, but they look quite well. And if you're like me and you hold the boom pole over your bag, you damage this part. Like, not damage, but you like scuff it up. It's not the most ideal. Oh no, my cables are trying to stick out in the wrong area. Send these back to this loop. Put this in. And red corresponds to channel 2, so that's going to connect to the red here. I also have to find where the hole is. There we go. And blue corresponds to channel 3. There we go. So let me zip this up and I'll show the top camera what I just did. So here we are. Here's the red receiver and here's the blue receiver. And this is clipped onto the side panel here, and then I have the XLRs connected up there. And I just zip this up like so. It's not the most ideal way of doing it, but it allows me to turn it on and off real fast. And I don't have things dangling here, and I can put more stuff in here, which I need to do. So first off, I'm going to grab my USB battery and put this in here because I need to make sure that's in first. I have two different ones. They're the same brand, but this one's bigger and this one has more milliamps. So I'm just going to choose that because it's kind of thicker and it kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead and put this in. That's not it. This is the receiver. So I need two batteries. 14 minutes, okay. Turn it on, and we're on. I'll do a test later off screen because that's just very boring stuff. Connect this in, and this is gonna just hang in here, I suppose. It's gonna fly around everywhere, which I do not like. If I can just kind of probably put this in here, potentially. If I had the clip, if the clip came with it when I bought it, then yeah, it'd be easy, but it didn't. The guy who owned this previously lost the clip, I think. I need a clip on this though. So there's that. I think I want to buy a low profile version of this since I own one now. I plan to get another Sennheiser G whatever, G3, G4, G something. Here actually. Oh, I still have micro USBs. Man, I have like 10 micro USB cables. It's crazy. Okay, so these micro USB cables, first of all, I have a really short one, which I want to buy more short ones just because of this unit here. But every time I think about buying it, I don't want to do it because it's just extra money. So what I do is I kind of connect this, leave it in constantly. and then I plug it in when I need to. Actually, we're not gonna do that. If you're a sound person, you know that space is everything, and if you have more space for stuff, then things won't get in your way. So usually, when I connect my Tentacle Sync, I have a BNC cable going out and then going to a Tentacle Sync, and that stays in this pocket right here. This pocket. But I don't have that, so okay. So I have the Sony MDR 7506s, and I like them. I've had them for maybe 10 years now, and the pads on these have worn out. So all the flakiness is gone, all the sewing is gone, and my pads fall out all the time. And every time people borrow it, they freak out. They're like, oh my god, I broke his headphone. Ah! No, you didn't break the headphones. That's just like that. And I tell everyone who buys one, I'm like, prepare for the headphone pads controversy. Because everyone hates it. And this just lives in here too. I actually bought Orca's little headphone kind of sling strap, maybe. Not a strap, no. And I didn't like it because the way you had to insert it, you had to like actually open up the headphones and insert it in. And like I said, my pads fall out all the time. So if my pads fell out while I was traveling with the bag, I probably won't find it anymore. So that's why I don't do it. But other than that, I think I'm gonna leave the transmitter actually inside this bag too. Just go ahead and just put batteries in it. So tomorrow I don't need to worry about that. I only have 4 batteries available, which should be enough for tomorrow's shoot. So I'm just gonna leave this in here, I suppose. And then tomorrow I'll just set it all up. So this is a very clean setup. It used to be, I still have it, but I used to use the Tascam DR70D, and it would go in this bag also. But I've upgraded obviously since then. So, and I'm continuously wanting to upgrade. I want to get more lavs. I need more lavs. That's the one thing us sound mixers need all the time, more lavs. Like newer sound guys always think about the boom pole or the boom, which is what you do. You have to think about that, yes. But once you get it, you don't really need to update or upgrade for a while. So on this XLR cable here, I just kind of keep it in here, and I just use one of the pen holders to hold it in. These things, I have mixed feelings about these things here, but whatever. This XLR, I don't know if I'll bring it with me. We'll see. But overall, this is the bag setup. Everything's charged, everything's ready. I'm charging my AAAs right now, and I don't need to tear any more holes up to figure out where the G3s go, because I'll figure that out later. But that's the bag setup, and that's about it. But overall, I think I have a good setup, and I'm gonna have to reassign the latency of my analog signal to match the digital signals, which is 60 milliseconds. But that's it. I don't really have anything else, so that's probably the end of the video.